Morning folks, Sunday morning. Yeah, a bit of paperwork this morning. I'm down here now. We've got bits out the van, PTO clutch and the hydraulic pump. So I'll have a look at the PTO clutch a minute and perhaps just take a few bits apart. But other than that, don't intend doing much today after a busy day yesterday. So yeah, oh, the other thing, we had a delivery turn up. That's some parts for that 6610, the brake cross shaft seals and bushes. So another job to get in, another day. Anyway, tomorrow will be Monday. I wonder what abuse I'm going to get tomorrow. Let's wait and see. So we've got all the clutch plates out of the PTO clutch and they are all looking absolutely marvellous. Nothing buckled, nothing worn. The inner piston there, nothing seized on that. And the brake unit, well, this looks like brand new. There's no play in that on there at all. But say the brake, yeah, that's completely had it. As far as the friction part of it, completely gone. So hopefully we'll get a new one of those fitted on, and that can go back together. So the reason it was turning was just that was not gripping on that because there was nothing left there to do. So yeah, looking at this, all this can go back in, be put back together. We'll just get the airline and blow some air in there and make sure the piston moves, but it does turn, so it's a nice snug fit. So just put some air into it and make sure it lifts up. But other than that, that's the best one I've seen in a long time. You know, there's no wear on the cast rings, they're all intact. So yeah, just that, and then we can move on to deal with this thing after and have a look. And now something a little bit different. One of the liveries has got a new horse and it is huge. His name's Dwayne the Rock Shetland pony. Now he must be all of what, 18 hands? I'm knelt down and I'm still taller than he is. Hey mate, all right? Now isn't that a big horse? Really big. Gotta say it's cute though, haven't you? Folks, Monday morning, hope you're all well. Welcome new subscribers from Sunday, and all those who've had a view and a like and a comment, thank you very much. Anyway, as you know, we do videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. So give us a click, like, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, but be much appreciated. Anyway, down here this morning, having a mess around with the PTO clutch. So yesterday we got it pulled apart. Well, I got the airline in that this morning. Got the piston out. That's all intact and clean. Give it a wipe round inside. We'll get this reassembled. I got on the old interweb yesterday and got a new brake lever ordered. So hopefully that might be here tomorrow. And then that can be reassembled. Then we'll have a look at that. But the bit of crap in the filter. So we've got a new one here somewhere in a box. New one there to go in. And yeah, we'll make a start on the horse's collar that I brought in yesterday. No, Saturday morning. So yeah, let's get this lot put back together. Well, we know the brake valve actually works. Put some air into it. Just needs a new one of those. Other than that, that's back together. I can turn that in a bit by hand, so I know they're not binding. So yeah, we'll wait for a new one of those, but this can go back together in the meantime. I've blown it all through. All seems to be doing what it should. Well, let's just try this, see if the piston works. That does what it should. So that's the brake operated. And we know the airline clear through there, so oil flows into that one. So that's only the test port. That's your main supply in. This is back together. I can turn that bit by hand inside of that. So they're not binding. And so all back together. So it's just a new one of those to go on there. Right, we've had a bash on this. We've got the bits cut off. I had the random lights. These were the original arms for the indicators and side lights. So we might be able to straighten those out and reuse them again, but they're cut off. We got the back frame out of there. Had to get the gas on, undo the bolts. But we're gonna have to rebuild this. These top two should be like that, but been cut off in their life, so we'll have to fabricate that. But at least that's back down to bare bones now to use to hopefully try and straighten out the front chassis, which is a bit bent. So yeah, not a bad show for this morning so far. Let's get this thing in, see if we can have a look at the bad bit on the front here. Not looking very straight, and that's a bit crappy. So we'll give it a go, see what we can do. Well, with some heat, this is going quite well at the moment. We've got that one getting there, and we've got the bottom of that getting there. We'll try and get that kink out there, and on the end over here, and then we'll see if we can get this thing to drop in there. If we can get some bolts in, then we can fettle it back to where it needs to be to look somewhere close. But yeah, I'm pleased with this thing. Get some heat out of that. Better than just using the old gas torch there. Yeah, just a job. Well, bugger me, that went far better than I anticipated. Obviously still got some fettling to do here. Bend that out a bit more, beat that in a bit more, and yeah, that needs just squeezing back in a bit. I think we got a little bit too far, but at least we got something to work to squeeze it back into shape. But yeah, the four bolts, not the right ones, they've gone in. That must be 25 years since that was last on there. My God. Wow. I'm impressed.
He's down there busy straightening all the parts out.
Okay. Oh.
Getting it all to fit properly. I've got to clean all these bits out ready to weld up and start tidying it all.
Cleaning that welding out. As for that, I'm well pleased with that. That's back to, I've salvaged something that was bent to buggery, and that's looking absolutely dog's doodars. Worth the effort. Well, that's not a bad show for today. We got that fitted, hopefully pretty well fettled to fit. That bit's all straightened out. A few oddsies of weld that were sticking out and tidied up. We got this bit where the crack was, that's sorted out. Bit of crap that was on there sorted out. So yeah, that I would say, other than one last job to do, let's get those two holes filled. But we'll get this off, get it out of the way, have a brush up, then we start again on that. There we go, we're at a bit of Amazon packaging cardboard to fix that hole. Bit of super glue, bit of gaffer tape. Jobs are good and nobody would ever know. Now, at least I've got kind of a template to cut a piece of steel out to fit in that. Meanwhile, Apprentice is having a brush up from all our mess today, but done a good job on that. I think we've done a good job on this as well, getting that to fit, haven't you?
Yeah.
Despite you having a load of phone calls to sort school stuff out, but it's going the right way. Good job, you're a good boss. Anyway, let's see if we can find a bit of steel to go in there. Right, folks, it is Tuesday morning. It's just after 5 o'clock. I'm in here, but I want to try and perform miracles today because the weather's supposed to be changing for tomorrow, getting wet. So I want to try and get that front chassis welded up in a minute. Well, after a cup of tea, out, shot blasted, primed, and painted like I did Friday on the back chassis. So let's see if I can perform a miracle today. Let's go. One bit of metal trimmed up and fitted in. Now we'll just tack it in place, tap it level, and get filling it up. Fill that hole. Then we'll spin this thing upside down and do the one underneath. Yeah, let's start gluing. One hole filled. Just needs grinding back, but pleased with that. This side, bit of a different story. That's looking a bit, yeah. So I think the plan for that one, we'll just clean around the edges of that. And we've cut some plate here. I haven't got enough, quite big enough. So we've done that bit. And we'll just plate over the top of that. That's all a little bit mullered, so we might just heat this a little bit here and see if I can beat that back. But this is pretty thick metal, but it's underneath, so it's not the end of the world. I'm going to straighten that bit out there. So yeah, square plate over the hole, and yeah, get that done. We can get it out and shot past it. Well, we got that turned over. Good old crane, bit of wood. So yeah, we can get to that a bit easier now. A bit easier to work on it that way up. At least now it's upside down, ready to shot blast the underneath. Then we can turn it back over. It's the right way up to do the rest of it. So yeah, let's get cracking on that bit now. Yeah, I think that'll do, mate. Not too bad on the welds either. I'm happy with that. I've even made a little bit to go on the bottom of there because it's missing one for the cowl that goes around the bottom of the exhaust. So that's on there with a 3/8 UNC nut welded in the back. Tidy up these edges. So I think, yeah, we can now get this outside and blast the living daylights out of it. Flip it over and do the other side. Well, several hours later, we got that cleaned up. That took some doing. I think about 6 bags of grit, but it's cleaned up. So we're getting it lifted up. It's got one bracket on the front to move and a bit of grinding where I welded up this morning. And hopefully we'll just get the blow lamp on it, warm it up a bit, and we'll get some primer on it. Meanwhile, yeah, we had delivery of oil today. The apprentice is getting me disco cleaned up ready because I got MOT on Friday, I think it is. So yeah, let's get this picked up and make a show again. This is going well this morning. Well, it's afternoon now, but that's about 2.5 litres of primer on that. And I did get the old flamethrower on it and got it a bit warm, and yeah, that should dry off because I want to get this red before the close of play today. Well, you could say that was scraping the barrel. That was enough paint to do that chassis. I managed to get a mix of 3 litres of red for that. I'll tell you, it's got a bit warm now, but yeah, I'm damn pleased with what we got done today. It's looking good. That's a damn sight different from what it was looking a day or so ago. Not a bad finish too, even if I say so myself. But yeah, I'm yeah, very pleased with that. A bit of a reflection in it. So hopefully this will dry off just enough so when I get out of here soon I can just chuck it inside and forget about it for the night. Anyway, apprentice, she's just doing a bit of doctoring and cleaning up on the disco, ready for MOT. Can't see a huge amount wrong with it. Still under the disco here. I'll get it in early, but tomorrow it's Mike's birthday, so happy birthday, Mike, for tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
Mike.
Mike. All right.
Even though you're out in the middle of the North Sea somewhere, so you'll see this tonight, so couldn't do it on Thursday because it'd be past the event, so a bit premature, but never mind. Anyway, good show today. Well done. Until the next time. Thanks for watching. Click the old like and subscribe. Until Thursday. Ta-da!